let's be honest. Yeah, let's be real honest. Number one, I am a big fan of horror. I'm a big fan of scary things, spooky stories, ghost stories, your mama jokes, whatever you find funny or scary. I'm a big fan of that. But if there's one thing I'm really afraid of is being alone late at night driving down the street in my car. Why? I've read so many freaking stories where there's always, this driver going down the street and there's this helpless lady that it's raining and she looks miserable and cold and she's pale, and the guy always pulls over and is like, "Ma'am, do you need a ride?" And then the lady with the very dead still face turns to him and says, "Oh yes, I can use a ride." Number one is like, yo dog, why do you pick up a lady when it's rainy, freaking cold, she's pale white, and she looks like there's nothing wrong? Like, if it was raining late at night and I was in the middle of the road and a car pulls up to me and I'll be like, "Yo dog, like, give me a ride, I'm freezing," there'll be fear in my face. I mean, like, come on, man. And then the homie just like, "Oh, come inside," goes inside the car, and all of a sudden, oh, it's kind of chilly out there, and the girl is like, "Yes, it's cold." "Oh yeah, would you like to borrow my jacket?" "Yes, it's cold." "Okay, here's my jacket. What is your name?" "I'm Cold." "What's your name?" "Cold." "Okay, Cold, where do you live at?" It's like, yo, number one is that, can't you see that this person is not alive? Number two, there's no emotion. Number three, well, I mean, that's pretty much half of the world nowadays in 2019. People don't practice emotions anymore. But the dead giveaway is the story always ends like this. "Where do you live?" "I live over there." "Where is over there?" "Just drop me off here." "Are you sure?" "Yes. Goodbye now." "Okay, bye." Wow, that was a lovely lady. I should probably ask her out next time for a beer or for coffee or for dinner. Oh, I forgot her name. It's like, what? No wonder a lot of you guys are afraid of your ex-boyfriends and girlfriends, because you guys picked up ghost. You picked up the undead. You picked up a freaking demon. I don't know. Oh, I forgot to get her name and her number. And she has my jacket. Let me go get my jacket. Pulls up. I don't see a house, but there's a road that leads to this very sketchy looking house that is very destroyed, and there's not really any movement going on, and maybe I shouldn't go because it's dangerous, but I'm gonna go anyways. The homie pulls up, knocks on the door. Old man opens the door. It's always an old man. "Hello? Excuse me, sir, I just dropped off a young lady here. I didn't get her name, and she happens to have my jacket. Where is my jacket?" "I don't know what you're talking about. I've been here for 30 years. There's been no young lady." And then all of a sudden, the man sees a picture of the lady, I don't know, on the wall, on a freaking counter table. I don't know. "Oh, that's that lady over there." "Where?" "There." "Oh, this picture here?" "Yes, that picture there." "That's my daughter." "Oh, yes, what's her name?" "Her name is Rachel." "Awesome, where is she?" "She took my jacket." "She's been dead for 30 years. And then the guy acts surprised. Oh my God, dead for 30 years? I was just talking to her. We were having a conversation." "No, you weren't. Stop lying. You're not good at this game." "Oh, she took my jacket. I wanted to take her out to coffee." And then all of a sudden the dad's like, "Ha ha ha ha, you're not the first one to do this." Yo, Rachel's a player, man. Rachel's getting picked up by guys left and right. Like, yo, dog, like, this red flags, bro. Red flags. Get the hell out of there. Where could I find my jacket? I don't know what's up with men nowadays, but then again, you're right. Because, when girls go out, they never take a damn jacket. And then somehow you always have to be the boyfriend, the friend, the boyfriend, the husband, or the brother that has to give the jacket to your sister, your husband, your wife, 2019. Your wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is. I don't know, whatever you're into. But you always have to give up your jacket if you take one. And the dad always goes, "Oh, just take the road going that way. And you will find your jacket. The man stares down the road and he's like, you want me to go down that empty, creepy, scary, sketchy ass road where I might find another ghost and I might die? Yes, it leads to a cemetery. You want me to go there alone after I picked up your daughter, who happens to be a ghost, and you're telling me to go down that road alone? Yes, that's what I'm telling you. Okay. The story ends by the man arriving to the tombstone where the daughter has been buried, Rachel, and long and behold, his jacket is around the tombstone. The end. I think there are a lot of great elements to the story, and I think there are a lot of just dumb elements to the story. Number one is that, why you pick up somebody in the middle of the road late at night? I know you want to be a good civilian, a good citizen, or whatever, but like, yo, dog, it's sketchy. Number one. Number two is that, like, why? I want to share with you guys a story that happened to a friend of mine. I was in Peru. I was doing a gig over there. I was with a friend. We were doing a gig over there, and we had dropped off my friend at the airport, and then I was still there. I had to stay another night just because my flight was early in the morning. And we were driving back to the hotel room, and I asked this guy, him like, yo, his name is Eddie. Let's say his name is Eddie. I was like, hey Eddie, yo, what's the scariest thing that's happened to you? And as he was driving, I kid you not, he just like literally smirked, turned around, and just went like, oh. And I was like, yeah, like, tell me, dude. He's like, oh, I'll tell you something. One time late at night, I was doing taxi. Number one, he's from Peru. I don't know why all of a sudden he has like a Eastern European accent, but bear with me. It was doing taxi, and I was going down the road late at night. I was driving with my bicycle taxi. It was dark, it was cold, it was starting to rain, and I see a lady calling, taxi. I go and pick her up. I was like, good day, señora. Where do you want me to take you? The lady said, Señor, take me up the street. Okay. As I started pedaling, I noticed something was weird because I was feeling very afraid, very scared. And all of a sudden, I turned around to talk to the lady and see if I was going down the right direction, and she had disappeared. I was so scared that I called my wife, almost crying. My wife had to meet me at the corner of the store. It was late at night, Leo. I didn't see the lady anywhere, and I haven't seen her to this day. But I kid you not, she was in my bicycle. She wanted me to take her down the street, and she disappeared. So, I'm sorry that if the commentary was a little whack, but that's how it went down. I've heard many stories where there's always these phantom riders, I think you call them like that. Many cases in, I think, Japan, where there'll be, I guess, victims of tsunamis where they just die and they really don't get a proper burial ground, and there's people driving a taxi, bicycle taxi, a motorcycle taxi, or a regular car taxi. They get it in the back seat and they're driving, and all of a sudden they vanish. And that's happened many times. I've heard many stories about that. I think that's hella creepy. So I'm afraid of picking up people in the middle of the road just because I feel like they might just vanish on the passenger side or in the back side. I don't know about you guys, but I love driving late at night with music and just chilling, trying to relax. But at the same time, there's something eerie about driving late at night. And in LA, we don't get much dark roads where there's nothing. But I work in Hollywood, and there are many, many dark roads that I have to walk to get to my car. And that's hella eerie. That's hella scary. That's hella spooky. That's hella bizarre and weird. And to this day, I still have this feeling of like, man, I'm gonna see a ghost one day, and I'm gonna be hella scared. I'm gonna just collapse there. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode of Spooky Story Time. I hope you guys get to sleep well tonight, and I hope you guys don't pick up any random crazy ass people on the roads, because that's just sketchy. Don't do that. Please learn from these spooky stories. Please just don't do that. Please. And if you have, and you have something scary to tell me, or maybe something scary happened to you, or if you have and something scary happened to you, comment down below. Let me know what has happened to you. You know what? If anything spooky has happened to you, let me know. Put it down below, yeah? Fam, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, share with the homies, share with the ghost and goblin that lives in your closet. Just share it, yeah? I'll see you guys next week with a new video of Spooky Story Time. have a great night. Have a good night's sleep. Stay safe. God bless. And remember that there's always someone watching you. Always.